Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Brittany and today I am going to be giving my first impressions of a new fountain pen that I got. And I'm also going to be talking about a new ink that arrived today as well. So if you haven't been on the channel for a while, my name is Brittany and I'm a bit of a TWSBI fountain pen collector. One of my pen pals introduced TWSBI to me, and ever since I got my first one, I have been gradually getting more and more of them. And so I have this whole theme picked out for 2025 for my channel and my social medias and like how my bullet journals are going to get us set up. And it's revolving around the Pantone color of the year for 2025, which is Mocha Mousse. And so this is the Caffe TWSBI, and I got this in a medium nib. So we're going to be inking this up. And then my thoughts were, because it kind of goes along with the whole mocha and cafe type theme for 2025, I thought that I would use this as often as possible in my bullet journal for 2025. So I'm thinking about maybe doing some layout setup with it, some line work. I've also considered doing some of like my daily writing with it. So that is going to be my challenge to myself in 2025 for my bullet journals, is to use my TWSBIs more in my monthly spread. So this pen I got from Goulet Pens, and it arrived today. I also got the ink from Goulet Pens. And we'll just open up to the TWSBI page here. I'm on page 2 of my TWSBIs. Here's page 1. And I still consider myself a bit of a novice with fountain pens, so I do have a little tissue here to kind of help with any spills that might happen and to clean the pen. Now, I will say that the Caffe TWSBI has bronze elements to it, which I really like that. And most of my TWSBIs have silver nibs, but I recently did a TWSBI first impression on the Irish Green Black Onyx, and it had a black nib, which I thought was really neat. But this one has bronze. It's very beautiful, and I think that it goes really well with the cafe color. So the Robert Oster ink that I got, this is the first time I've ever gotten any of this brand of ink before, so it's going to be the first to go in my book. It's called Caffe Crema, and I just kind of went with the, you can see it's still cold from being outside. I went with the color that would most closely, in my opinion, match the pen, but also with that theme that I have picked for myself for 2025. So we're just going to ink up the pen. We're going to put a swatch of it down on my swatch book, and we'll get started here. And then of course I'll do my first impressions of how it writes, like line work off to the side here. So I'm just going to prime it a little bit so I get a nice fill on it. But as I was saying, this is my first time ever getting a Robert Oster ink. And when I was browsing for inks, there were quite a few of this brand. So I'm excited to try other colors as well. Okay, I think I got a pretty good fill there. And hopefully I won't splatter the ink in my book like I did the other day. I'm not quite sure what happened there. You can see it here. Clean this up here real quick. Now on this little tissue here, it looks like it's dark, but when I was browsing for it online, it looked like it would be lighter. So we're gonna see here. Put this on tighter. All right, so this is a TWSBI. And it's a regular Eco, and it is Caffe Bronze in an M nib, medium. The ink is Robert Oster Caffe Crema. It's still a little dark, I think, but not as dark as when I was cleaning the pen itself off. So let's try it out off to the side on a 32-pound piece of bright white copy paper and just see if that changes the color at all. So I'll start with some swirls. I do notice a slight scratchiness when I'm writing with this one. It's not too bad though. I think like 2 or 3 of my TWSBIs are pretty bad with that. I couldn't even tell you which ones they are right now, but I was just writing with all of my TWSBIs to one of my pen pals recently, and for every page that I wrote to her, I wrote with one of my different TWSBIs because each one has a different color, and I was noticing that there was just a few that gave me some fits. It goes really well slowly with my cursive, and I think it wrote pretty smoothly with my printing as well. See if I can do a little pull here. I like the pen. I really think the color combination is spot on. It's very beautiful, and the ink goes really well with this pen. I like how it is complementing the bronze. It's very nice. Okay, so there is somewhat of a close-up. I don't see any feathering with this ink. This does feel like a lighter ink, so it comes out of the nib very easily. I don't really feel like it is too fast of a release with the nib. I mean, when I do find zigzags, it still keeps pretty close to my zigzag shape. It doesn't expand from it very much. So I'm very happy with this. We'll check and see if it bleeds through. Barely, just barely. Very nice. So I would say I'm a big fan of this ink. I love how light it is. I love that it doesn't really bleed through. And it's a pretty good color. I like it. Love the pen. Thank you, Goulet, once again. I buy my TWSBIs often from them. But that is what I have for you today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this brief pen first impression, new ink swatching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.